Hey guys, what's up? My name is Aniket and welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to talk about what is cache. We're gonna know in detail about cache, and also we're gonna know is it good for your computer or phone or other devices, and also should you keep it in your computer, phone or the devices or not. So it's going to be a really informative video. So without wasting any further time, let's begin. So if you have ever cleaned your computer using a cleaner, there are a lot of cleaner softwares that cleans your computer and deleted some temporary files. So I've come across this term which is cache. It says that clear your cache files so that your computer would run smoothly. So what exactly are cache files? So cache files are basically, cache is a temporary storage where it stores some temporary files known as cache files, which enables your computer or your browser or softwares to run very smoothly. So why do they say that remove your cache so that your computer would run smoothly? But before that, we first need to know how is cache files formed on your computer or your devices. So let's go to the computer screen and I will tell you how exactly cache files are formed. So now all of you know what is cache. Cache is a storage where temporary files are stored so that your browser, your computer, your devices run very smoothly. Now, how is exactly is cache formed? For example, let's say I browse on a website for the first time. Let's say I browse on amazon.com. okay, so I go to amazon.com for the first time. So when I go to that website, the website loads up. It depends upon the server of the website how much time it takes to load, and now the website is loaded. So on Amazon, as you know, there are a lot of images of the products and there's a ton of things going on Amazon website. So now after browsing the website for some time, I exit the website. Again, when I go to the website second time, if you look closely, the website loads pretty much faster than the previous one. So how does this happen? Because the first time you go to Amazon, the computer downloads all the images that is on Amazon server to your computer in the form of cache files. So what happens is now those images are already stored on your computer in the form of cache files or temporary files. So whenever you go to the same website the second time, it loads pretty quickly because the images don't have to be loaded again because it's already on your computer. So this is the advantage of cache files. So every browser maintains its own cache. There are a lot of browsers on the internet like Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Firefox, Brave browser, Opera, and a ton of browsers. So each browser maintains its own cache. So basically when you visit a website, there are a lot of things going in the background. There is HTML file, there is CSS files, there are JavaScript files, and there are a lot other files, and also there are cookies. So if you don't know about cookies, cookies also is an essential part of cache files. So if you want to know in detail about cookies, then I have a link down below in the video description of a video where I talked about cookies, and also you can find the link is the I button. Check out the video to know more about cookies. So there are a ton of things that goes in the background when you open a website. So these are the files that are stored in cache. So whenever you visit the website second time, these are already stored on your browser. So the browser loads the website very quickly. So in this way, the user experience gets more engaging and the user finds it very convenient. So now we're gonna talk about the benefits of cache. So there are two benefits of cache. The first one is they make everything run smoother, as I said. So whenever you visit a website for the first time, it loads, depends upon the website server, and it downloads all the HTML files, CSS files, JavaScript files, all the images and cookies of that website. And then when you visit the same website second time, it is already present here in your browser and it loads pretty quickly. So the second benefit is they save data. So also the apps you use on your phone has also cache. So whenever you download an app and use it, it also stores cache in your phone's memory. So whenever you use the app and you exit the app, the recent things you have done in your app is stored in the form of cache. So for example, the app you're using only works in online mode and doesn't work in offline mode. But when you are offline and you still open the app, you can still view some information because that information is stored in the form of cache. It's temporary, it has some time limit, and after that it's gone. So for that time limit only you could see those information. So this is another benefit, they save data. So whenever you open an app for the second time and use it, so less data is consumed from the first time when you have opened the app. So in this way it also saves the data of your phone. So as there are benefits of cache, there is also a downside of cache. So the first downside is that they take up a lot of storage over time. So there are some apps who use very less cache in memory, but there are some apps who use a lot of memory in cache files. So when you use the app for a very long time and you do not remove the cache files, it piles up and it acquires more space in the memory. If you go to any cleaner app in your phone, you could see that some apps have a cache file of more than a gigabyte, 1 GB, 2 GB memory of cache file. So it takes up a lot of storage, and if you clean those cache files, you could save a lot of memory. So the second downside is a corrupted cache file can make your app behave differently. So for example, you use an app and it stores cache file, but let's say there is some mistake or there's some changes in your cache file. So what happens is it affects the app, so your apps behaves badly or it doesn't work, it shows a lot of errors and glitches. So in this way, this is also a downside of cache, because if there is some changes in your cache file, the apps behave badly. So you need to clear your cache files from time to time so that your apps run smoothly. Now for those who run a website on WordPress, they need to clear cache from their website so that their website loads pretty quickly. So there are a lot of cache plugins for WordPress. So they tell that if you install this plugin and you would clear your cache, then your website would run smoothly. When I created my website and I installed this plugin, there is a very popular plugin in WordPress which is known as W3 Total Cache. I'm sure if you make a WordPress website, you must have heard this plugin. So this is a plugin that clears your cache and your website runs smoothly. But I was really disappointed with this plugin, because when I installed this plugin, what happened is I run a blog and I had social icons on my blog. So when I installed this plugin and I cleared cache from my website, what happens is my CSS got pretty mixed up, and my headers, my footers used to be like not perfectly aligned, somewhere on this side, somewhere on this side, and my social icons, the icons pictures were not available. Instead, squares were shown because the icon pictures were not being loaded. So that's why. So if anyone has a website on WordPress and if you're facing these problems, then you might need to check out your plugins page. And if you're using the free version of W3 Total Cache, then my recommendation is you uninstall this and instead you just run your website without this cache plugin and it would run fine. I have many websites, so the primary hosting which I use is Bluehost, because Bluehost comes with a free cache plugin inbuilt in their servers. So what happens is they clear your cache from time to time, and I found out that their cache plugin which they use, I don't know, it is their own cache plugin and it's pretty good. So if you want to buy hosting from Bluehost, you would get free cache remove system, so they would clear your cache from time to time from your website and you don't have to check again. So I have a link down below in the video description of Bluehost India. They have pretty cheap web hosting services, and also you get a free domain. The pricing starts from 199 rupees per month. It's that cheap. So if you want to buy a hosting for your WordPress website, I have a link down below, click it. And also if you don't like it, the hosting, you can get your money back in 30 days. So if you want to buy the hosting, the link is down below, Bluehost India. Click it and buy a hosting and make a website. So that was all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, then give it a like, share it among your friends who are in search for good cache plugins, and also subscribe to the channel for more such content. If you want to follow me on my social media, all my social media handles are down below in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, be safe, be happy, and make everyone happy. Bye.